Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast, and today it is a 1 vs 1 on Faymonville approach between our blue U.S. Forces player HelpingHans, who is the number 4 Soviet player in 1 vs 1, and up top we have our red Wehrmacht player, the Troll Smurf, HelpingKunts, which I'm sure the name is all in good fun, and he is the number 7 Soviet player in 1 vs 1, so very close matchup here, sort of a mirror match between the Troll Smurf and the legend, so it should be a very good map. It is Faymonville approach, so we have our victory points going straight down the center of the map like so, and our munitions points in the bottom and top quarter of the map, and our fuel points over here and here on either side of the center victory point. Rear echelon troops deciding to skip the victory point and go right for the first territory point. Pioneers did take the first territory point on the left side of the Wehrmacht base and now taking the right side territory point of the U.S. forces. 3 rear echelon troops out for the U.S. forces and now a rifleman to follow. And we have a sniper coming out for the Wehrmacht as the first unit here, even before the grenadier. We have Pioneers taking the left side territory point over here. And this is actually somewhat unusual, as a lot of players simply abandon this territory point till later on in the game, which always irks me a little bit, as they could be getting free resources from that. And now putting some razor wire here, very interesting tactics. See where he's going to go with this, see if he's going to bring that all the way across or not, but also getting shot at by the sniper at the same time, so he's going to have to cancel out that and move away out of the sniper's range there. So far, 1 kill for that sniper, putting up a tank trap here for a little bit of cover against that house there, and now moving up towards the right side victory point. Did capture that fuel point, and the Wehrmacht just now capturing their own fuel point. So the U.S. force is going to have a little bit of an advantage in this map. They captured a little bit more territory first and did capture 2 victory points now, bringing the Wehrmacht score down, taking first blood, if you will. The sniper now backing up here was shot at a few times by those rear echelon troops, but didn't take much damage there, just a small sliver. And now Grenadiers going to be taking this territory point here. Should be moving into the center towards these rear echelon troops now. Going to battle it out with them. However, once inside the house, going to be susceptible to that sniper fire. So got to watch out on that. Down to 2 in that squad. Now on the bottom here, rear echelon troops taking the munitions point, battling out with these Pioneers here that are taking the left side victory point. We have some reinforcements coming from the U.S. forces there in the shape of riflemen, and they're going to be taking that fuel point from the Wehrmacht. And now Grenadiers have chased away the rear echelon troops, leaving the victory point vulnerable here. Going to be taken by the Wehrmacht very shortly, but pushing forward just a little bit here. May take the first territory point first, but going to be a little hard as the riflemen are just now coming to defend that area. Rear echelon troops did take the munitions point all the way on the top of the map, so they have quite a bit of resources here, as they have both munitions points on the map currently. And we have riflemen here about to battle it out with Grenadiers. Going to come right around from behind here. We'll see what happens to these riflemen here, now being shot at from both sides here. Going to hide inside that shack for a little while. Don't think it's going to last too long, as that sniper is on it as well. Going to start taking out those riflemen very quickly, so it was a good idea to retreat out of there as soon as possible. Riflemen here hiding behind that tank trap. Indeed, getting that cover from that house there. I don't think it's going to be enough, as there's quite a bit of Grenadiers in the area now. And the sniper is moving forward here, maybe going after these rear echelon troops here. The Pioneers getting in close range for maximum damage against them and forces the retreat, and the Wehrmacht will take the munitions point now. Now rear echelon troops are taking the territory point here, the German territory point right outside of the base. However, there's some Grenadiers that are going to be coming along and going to take a few of those engineers out before he should retreat. And the Wehrmacht now taking the center victory point here. And the battle ensues between the rear echelon troops and the Grenadiers here. Should be hiding behind this tractor here. Could get some excellent cover behind there, but chooses to just move towards the rear echelon troops. Doesn't see them as much of a threat. 2 Grenadiers. And the victory point almost taken by the Wehrmacht here. Neutralized still. So far, so good on that sniper there. 6 kills. 3 Grenadiers here. And riflemen now moving towards the munitions point. Going to take that back for the U.S. forces here. Should be taking this victory point back here, but decides to move past it. The sniper gets 1 kill there. Total of 7 now on that sniper. So far, the right side of the map owned entirely by the U.S. forces and very uncontested by the Germans as well. So should go over there, as there isn't too much over there really to stop the Germans from taking back the territory on the top. This point here, never been taken, still neutral. And we have Grenadiers here taking this territory point. And looks like the rear echelon troops are actually going up towards that neutral territory point, but going to meet these Grenadiers at the same time here. So they're going to get forced away by those Grenadiers more than likely. 3 grenadiers in this group and only 3 in the rifleman squad here. So as soon as these riflemen move out of the way, sniper's going to be firing at this group of this. Looks like the riflemen here are going to try and go around the side and flank that sniper, but a little bit too late as the sniper is already on the move. Rear echelon troops here defending the victory point, going to be taking that back, at least neutralizing that against these grenadiers inside this house. However, losing out on that quickly. And Grenadiers now looks like they're going to be moving over towards the fuel point as something they definitely need. See, Wehrmacht want to get as much fuel as possible. And Grenadiers here now taking the top munitions point as well after chasing away those rear echelon troops. Only 1 rear echelon troop left in this squad here, but he did successfully take that victory point and should be running away shortly here. And there he goes. Now we have some troops on the left side here. Only 1 Marine, 1 rifleman left in that squad there.
The enemy is overrunning one of
Could be a
our capture
Marine, I
points.
suppose. More than likely just infantry from the army. Fuel point being taken now, and
Listen up.
3 rear echelon troops going to successfully take that, no problem here. And so far, the sniper, 11 kills, not too bad on that. And Grenadiers almost going to take that fuel point there. And the munitions points come in at the same time. So a big boost in the Germans' resources very soon. However, the U.S. forces own the other fuel point and munitions point. So pretty much just about equal here. And sniper moving forward once again. 12 kills now. Looks like they got a kill on that squad there, forcing the retreat. Now going to be taking back the center victory point for the Germans. And they definitely need this as the U.S. forces has 2 victory points right now. So 439 to 486. Now taking the U.S. forces fuel point, multiple rear echelon troops, and a captain now going to force away the grenadier up here. However, he did take that fuel point for a little while, so they're going to have to leave 1 unit here to take that back. And Grenadiers up here taking the victory point, did neutralize it at the very least, and now firing back at these troops here, but a little bit too much for him to handle, and retreats on out of there. Riflemen still hiding behind this little section here in the woods, in the tree line there. Very interesting spot. I don't think he can actually see him there, as it's sort of a hard line of sight. The Grenadiers now taking the left side victory point, and the fuel point now belonging to the Wehrmacht. However, the U.S. forces over here are going to be taking the other fuel point at the same time. The rifleman in a little bit of trouble here, decides to retreat out of there. That LMG and 4 Grenadiers there, a little bit too much for them. Sniper also shoots, but I'm not sure if he got one. He may have got one there. Nope, doesn't look like it. Had 12 kills the last time. And the riflemen inside the building here should just pop those out and grab that territory point real quick, because there's really nothing to contest that area at the moment. And there he goes, just walks out of the house and is now getting the territory point. Captain now moving across the map, going to reinforce the center more than likely here, and taking the territory point, and could also be taking the victory point at the same time. However, some Grenadiers inside the building here are going to defend that, and we have the sniper in the middle of the road here. Does get 1 kill there, and decides to back off as soon as possible so he doesn't lose that sniper. Ever precious sniper. The 2 Grenadiers here should hop the fence and start taking that territory point. Rear echelon troop and rifleman here to defend this, but I don't think it's going to be enough, as the Grenadiers are heavily armed with that LMG. And here come the rear echelon troops, going to get inside that house there. They should last quite a while there. Infantry, actually a 75mm pack howitzer gun landing right there, taking out 1 of them and forces the retreat on that group. Next Grenadier squad is up here, going to be starting fire in that house with that LMG. Trying to work on that rear echelon squad, but I don't think he's going to be able to capture this right now, as there's just way too much in the area. Going to force him out of there. Instant retreat from all these troops here. But at the same time, taking the munitions point at the bottom. And once again, it's sort of a mirrored up match. We have the fuel point and munitions for both sides. So neither side with a very big advantage. 42 and 26 to 42 and 26. Absolutely even right now in terms of resources. That's something you don't see all the time. And Grenadiers now running away here. Looks like they ate a grenade there. Lost 1 or 2 men in that squad, and now running away from the riflemen. I'm going to be taking back the center victory point for the U.S. forces. Grenadier has gotten inside this building, but he's getting hit by grenades and the 75 there. So lots of damage on that Grenadier. Instantly had to retreat out of there. Big losses there. Rifleman threw a grenade in the path of that Grenadier. That was an excellent grenade throw. As soon as he ran through there, that went off and destroyed that squad there with the 75 afterwards. Very, very nice play by HelpingHans there. And the sniper now moving up a little bit. Could get a kill on that rifleman squad. Did get 1 there. Only 3 left now. On the left side here, we have a Pak-40 now being brought up. Really nothing to use that Pak-40 on right now, as there's no armor out in the field. MG42 firing inside the house, and some grenadiers here. However, the MG42 is getting taken out by the rifleman, and he decides to back out of there. The rifle grenade did hit that house, but I don't think it took out any of those riflemen there. Now throwing a grenade right in the path of that Pak-40 again, and eats that, kills one. HelpingHans very, very excellent and deadly with grenades there, and throwing them right in time. Pioneers now moving into the center here, going to try and take that from the U.S. forces over these riflemen. Going to try and stop them, get inside the house perhaps. And should be able to battle it out with these Pioneers for a little while now, as the Pioneers are somewhat short range, and this is a bit of a long range battle going on now. Grenadiers going to be hopping the fence here, or hiding behind the fence rather, and firing at the riflemen inside the house. The riflemen decide to get on the other side of the house there to stop that fire, and should do that again. The sniper's about to fire here. When the MG42 may lose that squad there, only down to one man on that retreat. On the right side here, Grenadiers sneaking around and taking some stuff here. Going to be taking that right side victory point, or perhaps going for this fuel point instead. Meanwhile, the U.S. forces down here with just one man taking the left side victory point and the munitions at the same time there. MG42 set up behind the old truck there. Don't even know what kind of truck that is, but now taking that and taking the territory point, set up an excellent cover there. Grenadiers moving forward, going to try and take out that 75 there, and there goes a rifle grenade there, takes out a couple of the crew members, and need to get up a little bit further there and take out that, decrew that would cause a little bit of grief for HelpingHans. You have to put some men back on that and then reinforce all of that. Rear echelon troops did take this territory point here. Looks like the Germans took that for a short while. And munitions point and the fuel point still belonging to the Germans on the left side here. 2-star sniper now at 21 kills. That sniper has more than paid for itself by now. Grenadiers did decrew that 75. So now going to have to put some more men on that and then reinforce both of the men that were lost by recrewing that and the crew of the pack howitzer there. So it does cost quite a bit. Pioneer squads looks like they put some grenades there, a nest minefield all the way through here, and they're still actually working on it. And now it is up over this fuel point here. So that's going to make it a little bit difficult for the U.S. forces to get in there. I don't believe he has any rear echelon troops with a mine detector, so he's going to have to get that first before he goes in there. And riflemen now on the run here. Looks like the U.S. forces are all backed up in the base for the moment here. And not too much outside the base. We have some of the captain over here going to be taking the munitions point. However, the MG42 is set up right here and now firing on the captain, suppressing them. Need to back up just a little bit to the edge there. Major out on the field for the U.S. forces. And 3 riflemen now out, all 3 with flamethrowers, so got to watch out for that. And Grenadiers here going to be taking the territory point, throwing smoke here to stop any kind of fire from coming in, but not really too useful there. Perhaps just stopping the snipers there. That was a pretty wise idea in order just to stop the sniper fire from coming through that way, but he's just going to be moving them over to the right now and start firing once again. And now lots of riflemen out on the field here and taking back some of this territory here, but 2 snipers fired at once, and looks like he took out 2 men at the same time there. And now it looks like he sees this minefield and he's going to go all the way around it. However, there's some Pioneers up here creating a new minefield, and it's going to be up soon. There it goes. It is now up, and now he's unable to get in here as well. He may be able to look at it just from the edge there and miss some of those mines, but nope, ate some of those with the riflemen there. Only lost 1 after a couple went off, so surprisingly low losses there. Looks like an infantry flare is coming down there and illuminating those snipers for a short while there. So he did see what's going on. He does have mine detectors on his rear echelon troops now to take care of those mines at the fuel point there. And now we have the captain once again trying to take the munitions point, but not happening. He just keeps trying to take it over and over there, and the MG42 is suppressing him.
Objective secured!
Snipers are now dangerously close to the British forces base. Going to fire on this rifleman squad right here. Takes out 1. And the other sniper will fire and takes out another one. So big losses for the U.S. forces there, just to lose those troops as soon as they come out. The Wehrmacht now crewing that 75mm pack howitzer, but instantly losing it to that fire there. And And those riflemen now have to run back to base. Grenadiers now taking the territory point outside the U.S. forces. Looks like the U.S. forces is in a little bit of trouble here, as they don't have too many troops on the field compared to the Wehrmacht, and don't have too much territory owned right now. So they're at 11-7 compared to 68-42. So a huge advantage right now for the Wehrmacht. He did pick up that 75mm pack howitzer once again, now running off with it. These snipers in a little bit of trouble, decides to retreat them before he loses either one of those, and he's trying to get that pack howitzer out of there as soon as possible, but these troops are in chase, going to try and decrew that rifleman here, burning up these grenadiers, and they ate a grenade there, now down to 2 in that squad, so it looks like these riflemen here are going to successfully take back the territory point. Still chasing this 75 crew here, having a hard time doing that, as there's only one rifleman in this squad that will actually fire, as the other one has a flamethrower on and can't really get close to it. And there's only one firing in this rear echelon squad as well, so that definitely shows why he was unable to decrew that. Pioneers and Grenadiers, 2 Grenadiers now moving out towards the U.S. forces. HelpingHans, GG's out. The winner, HelpingKunts, the Troll Smurf, and it was a pretty good game. It was a short game, but it was definitely a good game. I think both sides played pretty well, but just got overwhelmed in the end. I think these 2 snipers were pretty much to blame for the win here. As you can see, they had so many kills. The other one only has 6 kills, but the other one has 28 kills. So all that money that HelpingHans had to reinforce that entire time, those snipers. So pretty good game. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I will see you guys next time.